Jays win 5-1 over the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they've won 2 in a row now. Oh, thank goodness. And you know what? This game, picture perfect game. Aaron Sanchez, great outing. Had a scuffle at the first little bit. Gave up the run in the first inning. But a couple innings later, Edwin Encarnacion hits a 3-run dinger to put the Jays out front 3-1. And that changed the game. Right there changed the game. And, it helped Sanchez settle in. He did have some innings where he was in some jams, but overall, he was very good. And then we got the run late with Devin Travis grounding out Andy Burns scoring the run. Jason Grilli, once again, fantastic for the Jays in the 8th inning. Walks Michael Bourne to start the inning. Tough battle at the plate. Then gets the ground ball double play off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Good hitter. And then Lamb grounds out as well to end that inning. Great job. And Roberto Osuna, 1, 2, 3. Not a safe situation. He has had his struggles this year in non-safe situations. He did very well today in that. Let me just adjust. There we are. That's better. That's better. Now you can see the boys in blue. All right. Josh Donaldson. I was talking with a buddy about this. His average after tonight's game is now 306. Now I know he can't keep it up. Could he possibly hit 310 on the year? I know it's not easy. I understand he'll have to hit even a little bit better. But he is, unbelievable over the past, 2 months or so, maybe. I don't know. He's just been unbelievable. And it was perfect. It was picture perfect. The way he has kind of turned his season around. Let's break things down. We talked about the game. Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow's game. Okay? It's a mini 2-game series if you don't remember. So, we want to win tomorrow. We don't want to go home with a split. We want to win the series. We want to win it, win both, and say, okay, we had a 3-3 road trip. Actually, 3-2 road trip. We had a winning road trip. You can't be mad at that. As much as we lost the first 2 to Oakland, which we ideally shouldn't have, but it happened. Patrick Corbin, the lefty, on the mound, 4-8 with a 5.25 ERA, and Marcus Stroman. Maybe a bounce back after a very, very tough one against the Oakland A's in the first game back. I hope so. Just a heads up, it is not a late game like today's one was. It is going to be an afternoon game. 3:40 first pitch. So, I'll be watching it. I'll be watching before baseball. Hopefully watch the full game. Probably won't get a chance to. Let's get the win. Let's get the mini 2-game sweep. Win 3 in a row. Coming back home for a lengthy homestand. And maybe put some real big pressure on Baltimore and Boston. But, speaking of those 2 teams, Baltimore and Boston, coming into the game today, Jays were a game back of Boston, but 2.5 behind Baltimore. So really, they hadn't lost a whole lot of ground. Just to come back from the break, they were 2 back. Obviously, with the 2 losses to Oakland and all those other teams won, we lost all those games again. So we were 4 back. But after today's game, the Jays are still 1 back of Boston because they won 4-0 over the San Francisco Giants. Baltimore lost again. That's 3 in a row. They lost their game in hand yesterday with their loss. So The Jays are 1.5 back of Baltimore for the division lead and 1 back of Boston. The Jays are right there. They're right there. I understand the game's in hand, and I know that it really sucks. Everyone has to play 162 games, right? It has to happen. So the Jays just got to focus on themselves. If Boston and Baltimore end up losing and we ended up passing them and getting leads in the division, great. But when the Jays don't play, like yesterday, and Baltimore lost, that was great because they gained a game back, but they lost. So the Jays gained that half a game. That was perfect. Now, if the Jays can get the win to, you know what? We're gonna talk great situation here, okay? Because I want to talk high because I have to. Jays win tomorrow. Let's say Baltimore Boston lose tomorrow. Let's talk about where the Jays are at. Tied with the Red Sox, half back of Baltimore. Both teams play the next day when the Jays don't. The Jays could really, really get some good stuff going. They're right there. We were thinking, 4 games back, we're pretty much screwed. A couple games later, we're right back in it. We're even closer than we were when we started after the break. So that's good. We didn't go into a huge slump after the break. We had a couple games, and the third was meh. But they came back and they've won 2 in a row. Good. They matched those 2 they lost in Oakland, and they've won 2. Now let's win the third, win the series, come home to face Seattle for a 3-set, then San Diego, then the big Baltimore series that we've been talking about. And who knows where we're going to be when those come around. But as of right now, as we're going to wrap the video up, Jays are 2.5, or hey, I'm so used to saying 2 back, 2.5 back. Any numbers bigger than that. The Jays are 1.5 back of Baltimore, 1 game back of Boston. Just trying to ram that down your throat. That's how close we are. First pitch 3:40 tomorrow. Marcus Stroman, Patrick Corbin. If you like this video, give me that thumbs up. If you really liked it and you like all the other ones, hit the subscribe button. That would help me out a lot. And hopefully we're talking about a mini 2-game series sweep tomorrow and another Blue Jays win. See you guys then.